Hey guys, welcome back to ATZ TV. Thank you for stopping by for another podcast. And it's a long time since I did the last podcast. And today's podcast is very interesting. Basically, we'll be talking about the football hub in North India, that is Kolkata. Both about the Kolkata Big Giants Club, SC East Bengal, and ATK Mohun Bagan. First of all, ATK Mohun Bagan's main player, that of course is Roy Krishna, will be leaving for Fiji World Cup qualifiers. And secondly, we have a new owner for SC East Bengal. Okay, so it's very interesting news coming up. So if you're new to the podcast, do check out the other podcast also. If you want to be a part of my podcast team, contact me on Twitter or Instagram. Links are in the description below. So for today's podcast, we have Avi, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Aurelia, for welcoming me to the podcast. I'm very delighted to be here back again.
Yeah, Avi is currently the person who is in our most podcast. This is his fourth podcast. So Avi, let us start with Roy Krishna first. Of course, we have come to know that Fiji wants him, okay, for the qualifiers. So tell me, what do you feel? Which matches is he missing?
So actually, after the Fiji national team posted on their website that Roy Krishna has been selected as the captain and one of the Fiji national team, who he has been representing for many years, and he has been chosen as the forward. So he will be most probably leaving after after seventh. So he will most probably playing all the league matches, which we have till seventh. That is, we have the last match against Jamshedpur, which were clinical, very important one. So he has that time to play till Jamshedpur, but I think because he will leave after that match because their first match is around 17th or 18th. So the Fiji manager or needs some time to at least prepare for that game and see how let them see that how his players will be playing. So he has to practice with the team a little bit. No, so at least he has to keep in hand 10 days for practice. So even if they get 10 days there, so they will be playing their next opponent on 18th. According to that, Roy has to leave by 8. So it will be interesting to see when Roy leaves. But I think we will be missing Roy in the semi-finals and the final. So let's hope that see and how it goes accordingly.
Yeah, that's true. So, of course, he is missing some of the recent matches also due to injury. Do you feel, of course, we know that ATK Mohun Bagan is in a prime position for qualifying for the top four spot. Heck, they have the prime position of winning the Shield. Do you think he will be missed very badly by ATK Mohun Bagan for the in the playoffs, or you think David Williams, is a better replacement already?
You see, last year Roy was one of the leading goal scorers for ATKMB, though they may not own the both ISL League Trophy and the Shield. This year, however, things have changed under Juan. They are playing a more well-rounded system of attack. Last year, it was only Roy Krishna and Manveer Singh. This year, there have been many players like Manveer, Liston, Roy, David, Hugo, Colaco, and to name a more other few. So I think they have a well round of team, and the situation has changed. Accordingly, the last few matches we have been playing without Roy Krishna. To more, if you say more appropriately, we have been playing without foreigners only. We have only played Johnny Cauco, who is playing as a false nine position, and CBT, the wall, as we call him. So I don't think Roy will be missed, but however, if he, Roy is such a talented person, he's such a goal scorer. So with whichever team he goes, he will bring that lethal attacking sharpness to the team. So we will be obviously missing him because Roy has been clinical for us. But I think David Williams has played very well for our season after Roy got injured. So I think he will be missed, but not so badly because the other players have also round up. The Manveer Singh has scored in the last 4 matches. He's almost scored 3 or 4 goals against Hyderabad. He was again, he can sorry, not Hyderabad. He scored against Northeast. He scored against FC Goa last match. Liston is also scoring. David Williams Is Juan Fernando has the audacity to keep David Williams in the bench. David Williams just sits in the bench, sees the match, gets a rice coke, nice granola bar, just enjoys thing, and ATKMB wins. So I don't think it will be much problem for them if Hugo comes back, if then Carl Magu comes back and David comes back. I think don't think Roy will be missed so much. Though Roy is a clinical hitter, but I think the team has covered up Roy for very much. And if anything goes wrong, we have the legend, our super sub Kian Nasiri to cover him.
Will he be available for the AFC Cup, for the qualifying AFC Cup? Will he be available that time?
You see, that depends upon whether
No,
the
Fiji is not going to
schedules
qualify.
don't.
So if they don't qualify, will he be
Yes,
available?
if see, that's a different question. I think Fiji will not qualify, but it's not good to say. As a ATKMB fan, I will always want Fiji to qualify. But according to chances, he will not qualify. If that happens, also, I think he will be present in the AFC Cup. But even if he is not present, we have enough players to cover him up for that. So at the most, we will miss him for few matches in the FC Cup. But to me, that is the future. First, let's talk about ISL only. So even if he comes to AFC Cup, we will not miss him, to be honest.
Yeah,
But he will
mostly
always be that.
what happens is that only one spot is available for Oceania football clubs, which is basically New Zealand and all the small islands. So New Zealand always top favorites. We can agree to that. So yeah,
Right.
it will mostly not. We will mostly come back. So now talking,
Yeah,
going to the second big club of Kolkata, that is of course SC East Bengal. It seems Adani is very interested in buying the club. As a football fan, what's your reaction to that?
You see, it's very good that these big billionaire companies are trying. These multi-international companies are trying to see that the football is the next big thing after IPL, after cricket. And I think Adani will, if he invests very clearly, is Bengal is such a good market for them. I think SC or Shree Cement has not been using East Bengal properly. Their fans and the investors have been quarreling over financial issues and many other things. I think Adani coming into this time not only will make Adani will make the SC East Bengal team a great game because they will have the lot of financial power that Adani will provide him, and also Adani will see that the SC East Bengal fans or the SC East Bengal audience is very huge. More like to be more huge than Kerala also, just because those fans are very much upset and disappointed because SC has not been performing well these days. So if Adani manages to grab that audience and to give him in a right direction, who may knows that SC's because might be the next big thing in ISL. And
Yeah, so
we know that Adani has no amount of shortage of cash. To me, at least he has lot of cash.
yeah, that's quite obvious. So, talking about that, it seems Shree Cement want to give up completely their ownership of SC East Bengal, which is at the moment 76%. So, looks like Adani will mostly start owning three-fourth of the shares of SC East Bengal club. Very interesting to see that. Of course, that means that most probably SC East Bengal will be playing next season, and even though two new clubs are said to be added next season, the rumors looks like Mohammedan is not going to join, because I don't think ISL will be interested in fielding three clubs from Kolkata.
Uh, you see that ISL or FSDL at this point doesn't want to think of anything other else than money. At this moment, they only want money. Those clubs which can fill the amount of that particular amount that has to be entered to join the ISL, FSDL is only concerned with that. It is not concerned with which team comes in or which team goes out.
No,
So
but I
that is
think they
why we
will
don't have.
care about variety.
Yeah, they will care about variety. To be honest, I think if any new clubs if any new clubs comes in instead of these teams like Rajasthan United, Sudeva Delhi, Gokulam, Churchill, who have been playing in I League for several years, they have such a vast history rather than a single club who gets entry to the ISL who will not have any history will just because of they having to enough money to pay FSDL. That will be very big upset or very big throwback to the footballing culture in India, because these clubs who have been playing in I League has been giving there so much and have been performing so well consistent for the years. Only they don't have the financial ability to join in ISL. If they join in ISL, that will be a great huge lift off to the ISL. But at the end of the day, FSDL does only wants money.
The only ISL club that has a huge history, I think, is Bengaluru FC. Of course, they used to play in the I League. So, but as they said, as rumors are saying, okay, we will make a podcast about this another time. But as rumors say, it's going to be new franchises, okay. And currently, two clubs, two cities that are leading is Ahmedabad and Delhi. Will be very interesting to see what these new franchises get. Hopefully, there's no draft again. Hopefully, there's no draft.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, because
And to be
I think it's a
honest,
waste of time. Draft, okay, in ISL is okay, auctions are okay, but in football, I don't think this should be done. It's good if these two new clubs are given little more funds, okay, and maybe they signed some good I League players. I think we have quality players from I League. Heck, Anwar
yeah,
Ali,
yeah,
who
yeah.
is a I League two team, I League two player, itself is so good. So you can see the quality in I League, and of course then the
Exactly,
scouting
exactly.
is and all is up to them. So hopefully these two new clubs come improve the competition in the league.
Exactly, exactly. And I hope that SC East Bengal gets the support from Adani. That will be a great good for the team of
Yes,
the
the financial
East
support I
Bengal.
believe which
Mm,
East Bengal
yeah.
need a lot. So yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And I hope the supporters and the Adani don't clash again like that happened with SC
Yeah,
and the
the
fans.
collision of
The part,
ideology, yeah, that happens.
collision of
Let's hope for the
ideology,
best for
exactly.
SC East Bengal at the moment.
Let's over the. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
So I think I'll end this podcast here, guys. About the new ISL clubs, we of course will do another podcast for that because there's a lot to be spoken and a lot of time also. So I think let the mist get little clear, as they say. So Avi, thank you for coming for today's podcast.
Thank you, Aurelio. Thank you. It's my
Uh,
pleasure.
And thank you guys for watching this video. Do like, share, subscribe. If you all want to check out other podcasts, you can do check it out. Also, if you are new to the channel, of course, check out our other content. If you want to once again contact me on Twitter, Instagram to be a podcast member, do contact me. Links are in the description below. Thank you once again for watching this video. Do like, share, subscribe. See all the more videos coming soon in the near future. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe.